We do to children every day in this country.
Wait. Oh, this was an abortion.
Baby who was in the one that was murdered.
Say that one more time.
It's a baby that was murdered by his mom.
Here?
This is actually in Houston, Texas, but this happens in Illinois, all across America.
What? How did they do that? Like how did they murder? How did this was caused? Do you know?
Well, they go in with tools. They rip the baby apart, suck, crush his skull, suck his brains out. There's different methods that they use.
Oh, this was an abortion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen it before? Have you seen abortion before, a murdered baby? First time.
Say again?
First time. This is your first time seeing it?
Oh yeah. I was just about to turn. I was like, what is that?
Did you part just to come over and see?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I was just concerned because I'm like, that's a disturbing image.
What? So you're driving by and you.
Yeah, I was turning here.
Okay.
I saw this, and then I just turned around to see what is this?
Well, so what? Well, what caused you to turn around? Because most people just drive by; they don't really care.
I stopped because I wanted to know why this. I wonder, is that a real person? Like what is that? That's what I was.
Yeah, that was a real baby, little boy. I mean, it's disturbing. It's some would think that can't be real, but yeah. It is. This picture was taken of a little boy that was, I think he was thrown in the trash. You can see him trash can right there. Yeah, that's. I know it's not pleasant to look at, but that's they do this to children right here, in Michigan.
Yeah.
And every day, throughout America, and people don't like that. I mean, you see that child over there on that sign. That's pretty awful to look at. And obviously, the question could be raised: why do we show these signs, these images? Well, it's because we actually are doing this to children. If they weren't doing this to children, I wouldn't have these signs to show. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's disturbing, it's shocking because murder of a child is disturbing and shocking, right? And we've been murdering babies for 48 years now. Thousands of times every day we murder babies. And most people don't want to look at it, they don't want to deal with it, they don't want to talk about it. They don't do anything about it. And the reason that you're saying this is the first time you've ever seen an image of a murdered baby, is that correct? Well, the reason that is because most Christians don't do anything about this. You're not used to seeing Christians out here showing these signs because most Christians don't bother. Do you know how old, let me take my sunglasses off so it's more personable. Do you know how old I was when I first saw an image like this? How old? 22. Never saw it growing up. Never saw it in my high school. I grew up in the public school system, never saw it. No one talked about it. And so I knew nothing about abortion growing up because no one talked about it. And the few times I went to church, they never talked about it that I recall. The few times I went. And so we put this on display, one, because God commands us to. The Bible says to show the bloody city her abominations. This is the bloody city. Every city, pretty much every city in America, if this is being done to children in their vicinity, they're a bloody city. And so I'm commanded to show them their abominations. And out of all love for my neighbor, because this is my neighbor, this is your neighbor. It's not it's a neighbor that was murdered just like that child over there on both sides. And if I truly love my neighbor, I have to expose it. And if you're aware of an injustice, you should, and this has been done in history since photography was invented. Christians have taken pictures of injustice and brought it into the public light. And so missionaries have done that because people don't know what's going on until they see it. And they're not going to see the horror of it, how awful it is. If you just talk about it, they got to see a picture. If I just told people about this, they're not going to have any idea, or they're not going to realize how awful until they actually see it. So that's why we show it. And because we're tolerating it. We're allowing it to go on day after day, do nothing about it. Most people, most professing Christians, so we have to show it. But even still, most people still don't care.
You got to be pretty sick to even perform the operations to do that.
You're right. They're very sick. Yeah, they are. There's a lot of sick people, not only here in Michigan, but all around America that do this to children.
Yeah.
Whether they're this age, older, younger. We have a lot of sickos, a lot of monsters that are doing this to children. And, what's your name?
Marty?
I'm Nicholas. I appreciate you stopping by and talking and just saying what in the world, is going on.
Yeah.
Because I know it. You don't see, this is not an everyday thing. Most places you don't see this. Most Christians don't bother, but we need to see it and stop tolerating it. And I don't mean to oppose, but how old are you?
39.
39. Okay, you're just a few years older than me. So yeah, I saw this one at first when I was 22, and I wish I had seen it when I was 10. Because maybe, I know people complain to me, all the kids, they shouldn't be showing that to kids. I tell them, ma'am or sir, I wish that I had seen this when I was your child's age. Because maybe I would have had compassion even though I wasn't a Christian. Maybe I would have had compassion even as a pagan. Like, what happened to the baby? Who did that? Who's the monster, the sick monster who did that? Just like you're saying, the person's sick, yeah. But it's all...
I'm going to have to go because I have to go to my job. But do you have like a card or anything like that?
I have, I can give you, are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook. You can look me up.
Okay.
I can give you my name and my phone number.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What's your number?
Horn. Sometimes it does that. It's ready?
Yeah.
316.
Actually, I'll call it. Okay.
316.
316.
737.
737.
5967.
5967.
What? Where do?
I just got
There. Okay. You have a Nevada phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
What's?
I'll be in touch, man. I wouldn't mind visiting your church or whatever.
Let me. Can you look yourself up on Facebook and add me? I post all the time on Facebook. I also have a YouTube channel with my name.
You have to. It's not showing up, and the reason why I know it's not showing up is because I know my account is temporarily disabled.
Oh, okay.
But you say you have a channel?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's just my name. I can give you my first and last name.
I'll just call you. I'll call you.
That's fine.
But yeah, man, I'm against that.
Are you a Christian, Marty?
Yeah.
You are? Okay, good.
I've always been against abortion, but I didn't know that was happening.
Really?
That's disturbing.
Well, they need to see it. You need to see it. Don't look at it. I don't want to see it. Don't look at it.